We're going to get a little deep tonight, but only as deep as I got with my 10-year-old son the other night. So, something happened, and my younger son was all upset because he had looked in the mirror and was convinced that something that happened earlier in the day had made his ear stick out further than it used to. Obviously, that's not what happened, right? His ears have always been a little bit different on each side. Just like my ears are completely crooked, my eyebrows are not the same. None of us are perfectly symmetrical. But anyway, he was all upset about it. And it was causing him some anxious thoughts and so forth. And something, I don't know exactly how we got into this, but we got into talking about who is the real Henry. That's my son's name. Who is he? The real him. And we started by talking about, are you the external things? Are you your stuff? No, that's pretty easy, right? I'm a Honda driver. I am, I have a house. I'm not that stuff, right? I'm still me, even if I don't have a car, even if I don't have a house. Are you your body? Are you your body? Are you a different person if your body changes? If I was to lose an arm, would I still be me? If I weigh a totally different amount, would I still be me? Of course I would. So I'm not my body. Bodies are great to have, totally necessary, but they're not who we are. Now the next level starts to get trickier. Are we our thoughts? We've talked about that inner voice, that inner critic, that voice that's going on in our heads, narrating our day, talking to us, talking at us, judging, making statements, deciding things. Are we that? Is that who we are? That is where I think a lot of people get stuck. They get stuck thinking that that voice is true, that that voice is who they are, that that voice is them. But that voice is not true. It's not true because if all of us, everyone on earth, were all together and something happened and we all experienced the same thing happening, we might all be thinking something different about it, right? If the electricity goes off right now, I may think it's a wonderful thing because I could be done making this video. Just kidding. I actually like making the video. Somebody else might think that it's a horrible thing because their medical device runs on electricity. Somebody might think it's intentional and it's an attack and it's obviously whatever. You get the point. Everybody sees things through their own lens, and these thoughts are not real or true inherently. So, who are we really? That's something I found through meditation. It's the same thing you might find through flow state, when you're really in the zone and all of those thoughts turn off, that quiet. And in meditation, sometimes we think of that like the observer voice, right? The observer. And we notice those thoughts passing by. We say they're passing by like clouds in the sky. And we just notice them, separate from them. And that voice, that little voice that gets drowned out by those thoughts, that's the real us. I picked up a book because I knew I wanted to talk about spirituality, and spirituality is so related to creativity, in my opinion. And I picked up a book that I just love, that I've read a couple of times, that is a book for fostering creativity. Some of you have probably heard of it. It's called The Artist's Way, and it's by Julia Cameron, and it's amazing. Like, where's the camera? It's absolutely amazing. And when I opened this book, I opened right to this passage that I had underlined and I had written beautiful next to. And I just want to read it to you here. And she's going to say the censor. And when she says the censor, she means the logical mind, that inner voice, that, that voice that shuts us down, that judges, that does all of that. So she writes, beyond the reach of the censor's babble, we find our own quiet center. The place where we hear the still, small voice that is at once our creator's and our own. Just going to read that one more time faster. Beyond the reach of the censor's babble, we find our own quiet center. The place where we hear the still, small voice that is at once our creator's and our own. I had to put my glasses on, but I usually take them off because they reflect. I just love that. And I really think that sums up spirituality to me. I feel that all of us are spirit embodied in a human form. I believe we're all directly connected to spirit. Spirit could be God, it could be the universe, it could be spirit, it could be a number of other names. Any name that resonates for you, I believe it's all the same thing. That it is perfection. And that all of us, at our essence, are truly perfect. The things we do in our human form, our human life, not so perfect usually. I feel that we're spirit playing in our human bodies, feeling and enjoying this life, whether it's ups and downs, sideways, all of it. But at our very essence, the who we are, I believe, is that observer voice. And that we are connected directly with spirit, with God, with the universe, with all of it. And meditation, I feel, is just a wonderful way to help us get in touch with that side of us, that real side of us, who we actually are. So, yes, I told all of that to a 10-year-old. Did you get it? Sort of. Oh, it's a journey. It's all a journey. I am still on this journey. All right. On that note, I will leave you for now. I'll be back tomorrow to talk a little bit more about creativity, and I'm definitely going to tell you a little bit more about that book because it is near and dear to my heart. So, have a good night. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.